This cat is pissed, man. This thing is huge, too.
Bear with me 1 second, because I am going to be refreshing my total position across Bitcoin, across several different accounts. I'm going to probably move this all to this account at this point in time. So bear with me while I arrange all those transactions.
You guys, I am in the middle of nowhere. So I came out here for hang out with some friends. This is kind of crazy. So we booked this cabin, but I don't have any, like, my friends were supposed to show up an hour ago, and I don't have any cell phone reception right now. And I can't, yeah, I mean, I have no cell phone reception. I keep saying that over and over again because this has never happened to me before. I have a very good cell phone carrier, so I'm a little shocked. I have 2 cell phones.
So this is one of my accounts on Coinbase. I have some Bitcoin here. I just kind of want to show you guys one thing just so you can kind of get a view. Let's say I want to sell my exposure to Bitcoin. Sell maximum. Look at how much my fee is for this. They're gonna charge me $78 for me to transfer this. Basically, that's a huge transaction fee. Hence why I like, in terms of trading, I like to kind of keep it to futures, because as a trader, that's something you really do have to keep in mind, is the cost of you getting in and out of these positions.
There's a stray cat that's looking to kill me over there. There's like a dead rat right there too. You guys can kind of see. I'm guessing the cat killed the rat. This is like where all horror movies are filmed.
So right now I'm in Coinbase Pro. You can kind of see my account. I have another Bitcoin here. I've been trading it heavily through these futures contracts as well. The main one I've been using is that XBT, but the issue I'm going to be running into very soon is XBT is no longer going to be trading. BTC is what I'll need to start trading. XBT is going to get delisted very soon. So what I'm going to be doing is consolidating all my Bitcoin futures that I have in a bunch of other accounts. I don't want to up my exposure to Bitcoin at all. I have some Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies set aside in cold storage. I'll talk about what that means later. I'm first gonna be selling Bitcoin here. Now the fee for Coinbase Pro is a lot less. 7577. Oh, cool. The fee is $15. Wait, if I were to sell it a bit higher, I want to try to get this thing to execute. Oh, they filled some of it. Very little of it, matter of fact. I hope this finishes executing shortly. Oh, this is so boring.
Look at this. This phone says no line. If I get murdered here, you guys, it was nice meeting all of you who have subscribed to my channel.
So this futures contract, I'm gonna go ahead and buy. It's worth 5 Bitcoin, and look at my total cost of trading of this position. It's really small in comparison, and I'm essentially able to buy 5 Bitcoin with this. This is how much my buying power will be affected by this, which is kind of a big deal. Okay, I could just fill this at 76. Want to make sure I don't buy 2 of them by mistake. I have a lot more exposure to Bitcoin now here. I have this other futures contract that's a lot smaller in size. It's equivalent to 1 Bitcoin. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. And the reason I've chosen to do that is essentially I want to have the same level of exposure to Bitcoin, but I want to kind of consolidate it all within this account slowly over time.
Anyway, while I wait for my friends, I want to quickly talk about my cryptocurrency position. I've been in crypto. I have several different accounts for crypto, just like trading stocks. What I had done was everything that I actively trade, I've now consolidated into one futures contract, which is that BTC contract that you guys saw me get into. So one of the advantages of trading crypto in that way, if you look, the crypto classes are all incredibly correlated. If Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. If Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down. Now, obviously, there are exceptions as new cryptocurrencies are coming up. I'm just giving you from a high-level trading understanding why I'm, trading crypto and why I moved everything to trading futures. Now, if you guys saw, to sell that Bitcoin, it would have actually cost me $75. That's a lot of money. Now, usually I'm not that cautious about trading commissions. I advise everyone to not be obsessed with it. Obviously there are different advantages to different brokers, but $75, that's insane. You really can't profitably trade anything when your commissions are that high, not in today's technological day and era. I started trading futures mainly as a way of keeping the costs down when I'm trading cryptocurrencies. You can also short Bitcoin, and futures is kind of a way to actually get action into that. The other thing is these products are much more regulated. A futures product is significantly more regulated than actual cryptocurrency itself. You don't run into issues with Mt. Gox, and you certainly will not run into an issue of the likelihood of BitConnect. BitConnect! Where this unregulated machine somehow is able to sell this completely bogus financial product to everyone on cryptocurrency. So I feel like being involved in a regulated market where you kind of understand what you're getting yourself into, you can at least reduce your losses in that way. We'll see if this product as a futures contract itself becomes successful. So what do I mean by that? Well, there are essentially two futures contracts. One is XBT and the other one is BTC. I am now forced into BTC, which is equivalent to 5 Bitcoin, and XBT is essentially equivalent to 1. And that's because XBT never took off. There was not enough volume in the XBT contract, so as of June, the smaller of the two futures contracts will no longer be available for trade, which kind of sucks because I really felt like that was an easy way for a lot of people to gain access to futures and trading, Bitcoin futures, because the barriers to entry was, okay, you just had to get enough money to have one Bitcoin together. And depending on what brokerage you use, they might only require you to put up half of the money for the Bitcoin as long as you have half of the money in a marginized account. The BTC contract, it's a much more difficult contract for people to get into. I understand many of my viewers might not be able to buy into a contract of that size, but for a lot of the reasons I had alluded to before, I really feel like getting involved in cryptocurrency in this way is a little bit safer than in other ways, especially if you're not technologically a savvy person. Overall, once again, I'm not saying buy into Bitcoin, I'm not saying it's a great investment, I'm just showing you what I'm doing. You can still get your freaking face torn off in crypto, as I'm sure a lot of people have. I don't want you guys to buy something that you can't stomach losing a lot of money on. If you do believe in the crypto space, futures is a great way to get involved in them. So I think you guys will be happy to know that I didn't get murdered by an axe murderer this weekend. So the vlog goes on. I just want all of the